Yes, hello. We are the young guns here, so we're the opening act, but we're at the end, and sorry for reading the scores, but in order to perform in English, we need a little help. So in order to answer the question, what did we do? We ask ourselves, would we have done the same things if we've had the coolest commissions and endless money? We work in a time in which anything goes, and maybe this image of Zurich is an allegory of this. Different ideas coexist in parallel. So what is our ambition? When we founded our office 3 years ago, we said we want to make buildings that are still sexy 50 years from now. That may sound trivial, but it has become our strategy how to make design decisions.
We as architects tend to over-design things. We want to control every little detail. Last year we discovered this building. It somehow does the opposite. It's a former spinning company that was converted into 54 terraced housing units. The main structure was kept, but it's a totally new building in the inside, a soft tabula rasa. In the middle, there is the spectacular interior garden. Here, the roof of the former factory hall was removed, but the concrete frame remains. The new building part used sand lime bricks and fiber cement panels, no fancy details. It's 20 years old and it has aged gracefully. On the other side, the concrete frame of the former factory defines an intermediate space between inside and outside. An endless alignment of 8-meter-high loggias facing south, an amazing space nobody would ever design from scratch. In the interior, one is confronted with the concrete frame structure in a very direct way. You cannot put a wardrobe in the corner of the sleeping room because the frame cuts into the space. Here we see a liberating pragmatism in the dealing with this problem. The frame is cold because it touches the outside climate, so it has to be insulated. While we as architects probably would have taken so much effort to show the frame in its original material, the general contractor just plastered insulation all over it. But does it really matter? Well, the main architectural operation is so strong, it even profits from its kind of direct dealing. So this building is fascinating not only for its hand-on approach, intellectually speaking, less is more, but contrary probably to Miesian understanding.
Our first link is also a transformation, a multi-generational house that replaces a picture-perfect detached house. Architectural elements of the disused building, such as classically composed openings with vertical window formats, are re-implemented in the new house. It's still the red house on the street corner on a hill. The main architectural operation is this very narrow corner facade with overly large windows. Behind them are double-height spaces facing north. This breaks the rhythm of the otherwise trivial appearance. Looking inside out, one can feel the double-height room and overlook the city. This spatial experience is independent from fancy materials. Most of the effort went into the exterior. The plastered facade is structured, brushed and painted with 2 shades of red. There's a massive concrete plinth, and you also see the prefab concrete windowsill. We built a double shell brick wall. This is revealed behind the rainwater pipe. There you see the dilatation joint of the outer shell. The copper pipe is fixed on top, hiding, and at the same time redrawing the joint, giving extra vertical proportion to the entire house. Everything is very direct, very solid. So we would like to summarize what have we done with the term new pragmatism. By this we don't mean the path of least resistance or indifference, rather it means a clever way of managing our efforts to reach our goal, still sexy 50 years from now.